Hello and good afternoon, I'm Neil from Bath Cars, and today's car is the 406. This is a Peugeot estate car, 2.1 turbo diesel LX model in a solid green colour, and has 160,000 miles on it, but it is the 7-seater variant, so it has the two rear facing seats in the back. So basically on the R, 1998, so it's done about average miles really for its age. It isn't the tidiest one in the world, it's a little bit tatty, but it does drive really well. I think it's had a new clutch recently because the clutch pedal is nice and light, and these 406s used to benefit from a really stiff clutch pedal when the clutch was going. So the clutch is nice and light and easy to operate, and it bites in the perfect biting position, so feels just the job to me. And I've got a bad knee and I normally like to drive an automatic, so a clutch is quite important really with this car. But the other benefit is it's just passed its MOT, so it's got a 12-month ticket till December the 2nd, and it's 2.1 turbo diesel, so they're pretty good news, these. I've seen them in taxi guys. This one's not been a taxi, but I have seen them as previous taxis with up to 400,000 miles on them, so they will do an absolute load of miles. And they don't have the diesel particulate filters and all sorts of extra complications that the more modern diesels have. And it has auto wipers and auto lights on, I believe. What I'm going to do is run around the car then and just tell you about its general condition. Well, this side has got some marks and minor dings on it. The wheel trim's just split on the back there a little bit. It's got a Continental front tyre, which is better than half worn. It's about 60% to go. This one here is another Continental. It's about 80% to go, so plenty of wear in that. Unfortunately, the rear wiper's not working, or the washer needs a little bit of attention. The gas struts are fine on the back there. There's a skinny spare wheel in the back, and there's the 7-seat option with the two inertia rear safety belts in the back there. So 7-seat option and diesel, good news. Got a blind in the back there as well, which you can lift up. This side here, again, much the same as the other, a little bit marked up. The rear boot, actually, I was just going to say the paint has faded and discoloured, so it's not looking brilliant, but it's okay. That tyre there is another Continental, and he's about 80% to go again. All the doors are opening fine. And this tyre, last but not least, is another Continental, so she's Continental shod all round, and that's about 50-60% to go. The only little bit of damage is this wing here, which has been hit, and it's just at the end here. In fact, it could be straightened out quite easily, but I'm going to leave it as it is from fear of breaking the headlight. Don't want to do that. And the bonnet's got a few little paint marks where there's been some bird's muck on it. Roof bars, screen's good condition for the screen, and I've driven this car for about half an hour, which is about 12 miles, and it drove really well actually. The clutch, gearbox, engine all drove exceptionally well. The brakes all felt like it's got plenty of life left in it to go, but who knows, eh, when they get to this sort of age. Let's go and have a look at the documents then. Okay then, documents then for this Peugeot 406. We can see it's had 4 keepers from new. And look at this, we've got the 2 last keepers, the same name, Miles, and that was Reverend Susan Miles of Westbury. So Robert Miles was the previous keeper. It devises, it can only be assumed that they must be related. I can't think they wouldn't be. And actually those have just had it in a fairly limited time, like 2010 May and 2013 October. So 406 LXDT Estate 2.1 2088cc in the green with the green slip. And we can see the car's had an MOT certificate here issued by Pro Tyre of Westbury, December the 2nd 2014. Done at 168,757, so it's covered about 30 miles since the MOT. We've got a offside front tyre, 3mm, close to legal limit. Rear torsion bar slightly deteriorated. Another ball joint slight play, offside ball joint slight play, an oil leak mentioned, although I've had it parked in the garage here and didn't notice any oil dripping. Under trace fitted, which is the usual. An area around the boot lock damaged, but the boot lid still is secured. And right then, welcome back. So actually looks like the check strap on this one's broken in the door, so the door won't stay open, but it's operating perfectly right on the locking mechanism. There are 3 inertia reel belts in the back here, 3 headrests, courtesy light, and velour interior. And although it's that grey colour, it has marked up a bit. Matte pockets in the back of the seats, rubber carpet mats, manual windows to the rear. It's got a remote locking key and an ordinary key, so there are 2 keys with it. Just press the button and it opens and locks all the doors. The driver's seat's just showing a bit of wear as you'd expect and slightly discoloured. Pedal rubbers are in pretty good order. Jumping in then, there aren't any books with it, I'm afraid to say. No owner's manuals. You might want to pick some up off of eBay. The airbag light goes out as it should. It's done 168,874, which is really actually not that higher mileage for a diesel of this age. 10,000 miles a year would only make it 150 or so. Anyway, I'll fire her up. She fires up on the button. You've got to let the heater elements work properly with these. So, clutch, as I said, a nice light clutch pedal, a good biting point, absolutely spot on. The fan heater works well, handbrake's holding good. We've got obviously power steering, a drop of diesel in it. It has got air conditioning. Now it's difficult to say whether the aircon pump clicked in then or not, but normally when they get to this sort of age the aircon's not got any gas left in it, so it's up to you if you want proper working aircon. Search high and low up and down the country, you'll be lucky to find a Peugeot with a working air conditioning system. But I'll just try it again. Let's put it onto cold. Put the fan up a bit. Yeah, I can't detect a click from the actual air compressor clicking in, so I'll probably go for that it's not working or gassed up. Okay, steering wheel's actually not in bad order though for 168, still looking pretty good. And it's got a radio CD player in it as well. So, bar for a few marks on the door cards, it all seems to be working pretty well, and I'm pretty happy with it inside here. Electric windows, manual mirrors. That engine revs up nicely, you can hear the turbo whizzing away. All pretty much okay. So, after a little bit of bodywork, nice brand new ticket on it. I think that's not a bad car for sub £1,000 in a diesel format, in estate, make a good family car in the 7 seats. So thanks for watching, and I hope this has been of some use to you. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.